Thank you so much for using Austin and Lily materials. As you know, this curriculum was designed for students with an intellectual disability. As a result, both the materials and instruction have been modified to address executive functioning impairments. The good news is that you will quickly get a feel for how to do this. Students will learn, it is fun to teach, and can be used in any setting. I have so much to share regarding this topic, but we'll save the elaborated training for another time. I'm going to jump right in and have you look at the first page of the book before we look at the lesson plan. As you can see, there is a picture of Alexander Graham Bell. As you look at the text, you will also see that his name is in bold. That means it is a main idea for this page. We have main idea flashcards in two formats, one written and one is a picture version for each page of the book. After the page has been discussed, the students ask one another questions about the main idea as they hold the card. Once the students have finished the book, you can play games where they draw a main idea card and share what they know about the main idea. You can see that the word invented is underlined. That means that it is a vocabulary word. Each book has 4 vocabulary words. The approach to teaching the content uses best practices and is focused on breaking the content into small chunks, a lot of repetition, and engagement by use of questioning. The best way to wrap your head around what this looks like is to hear an example. Imagine that I am talking to students. Ready? Class, this man is Alexander Graham Bell. Could I get everyone to point at Alexander Graham Bell? Very good. What is his name? You are correct. His name is Alexander Graham Bell. Bell is his last name. We can call him Bell. Bell is famous. Everyone knows who he is. Do you know anyone who is famous, class? Class, Bell invented the telephone. This man right here, he did it. Can you believe it? Bell is famous because he invented the telephone. Invent means that he made the first telephone. Who here knows how to make a telephone? Not me. Guess who was the first person who knew how? Bell. The telephone was his idea. Bell is famous for inventing the telephone. Who here likes to talk on the telephone? Who do you like to call? Let's look at Bell's picture. You know what I see? I see that Bell has a beard, doesn't he? I would like everyone to point at Bell's beard. Bell's beard is white and fluffy. Raise your hand if you know someone with a beard. I know I do. My brother Jim has a beard. Jim's beard is not white. Jim's beard is brown. Jim's beard is not fluffy. Tell me about someone you know who has a beard. I hope that this short demonstration helped you get a feel for the way the content is presented, as well as how to incorporate discussions that are related, such as famous people, people with beards, and talking on the telephone. A big part of this curriculum is providing a platform for students to communicate. We designed our own lesson plan template to address the strategies and flexibility that is needed. The Language Arts Standards alignment is on a separate document that you will find in the materials section. The talking points are where we have the factual information covered on that page listed. Right below that, you see that we have 4 questioning strategies listed with suggested topics. They are not in order. Mix it up. Just be aware that you need to ask different types of questions. Feel free to add to it as you interact with your students. The peer-to-peer interaction is where the students use the main idea card to ask each other questions and discuss the main idea with a peer. The vocabulary focus lets you know if there is a vocabulary word on that page. If a presentation was created to go with that page, it will be listed here. Lastly, the assignments that are appropriate for this page are listed. A good strategy is to take a look at the worksheets that are suggested and the presentation so that you can prepare students for the assignments they will be doing that day. For example, if you are going to be working on Bell Word Scramble, you will want to incorporate a lot of discussion regarding Bell being his last name and being able to spell his last name, etc. Cutting is involved in this one, which makes it a good OT activity. If you wanted to use the presentation on using a middle initial, you could set the students up for that activity by talking about Alexander Graham Bell's first, middle, and last name and how and why initials are used. The printable could be done as a group or with partners. The next assignment option is a calendar activity. Bell's birthday is mentioned on this page, and it is in March. You can talk about birthdays, birthday parties, birthday cake, spring, the month of March, holidays in March, days of the week, etc. The printable activity that goes with this has students recording Bell's birthday on the calendar. So there's a lot of things that you could talk about on the day that you would introduce this activity. I think this will get you started. Let us know if you have any questions. We are so excited to work with you.